That's the main objective, to make sure you don't get back to the place where you belong at, on top of the world. Oh, praise to the Most High God, Yahweh, by way of his magnificent Son, Yahweh Shah. I thank him and give him all honors, double, quadruple, triple, whatever kind of honors we can give the Most High by way of his magnificent Son. We thank him for another Tuesday, another class. We thank him for our elders. We thank him for the knowledge he bestows upon us every day so we can survive. And that's what you're doing right now. You're trying to survive. But bring that out, Mighty King, when you got it. My mighty brother Zebulon.
Gone. Shalom, MIYACHAAHLAH.
Shalom, Mighty King.
Gone. You wanted Wisdom of Solomon, chapter what?
Chapter 2, verse 22, verse 23.
Khan. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2, verse 22. Where everybody have it, please say Khan.
God, King.
Khan. And it reads, as for the mysteries of God, they knew them not, neither hope they for the wages of righteousness, nor discern a reward for blameless souls. For God created man to be immortal and made him to be an image of his own eternity.
Continue.
Verse 24, nevertheless, through envy of the devil, came death into the world, and they that do hold of his side do find it.
Shalakia. Through envy of the devil. Now, see, the Christians will have you thinking that, just like they tell you, Michael and his angels had a war in heaven against the devil, and they thrust the devil down from heaven. Like they up there in the sky fighting right now. He's telling you through envy of the devil. The devil is not just the Caucasian man that we speak upon, because the devil was always back there then when they deceived Eve. When they deceived Eve. Now, didn't the Christ, Yahweh Shah, call the god daggone Pharaoh's devils? I know you, you are sons of the devil. And these were children from Abraham. But yet Christ called them devils. See, this is why the Most High God bestowed a lot of knowledge upon our elders in order to show us exactly what he's talking about. Because if you was reading this right here, you would think that the devil, the white devil, not the white devil, the spiritual devil that the Christians telling you and talking about is out here doing all these wickedness. No, it is the people. The people that's doing this wickedness. How many times have they told you and they showed you and threw it in your face on movies? How many times? How many times we gotta bring up Ace Ventura when he had the so-called Tommy Davidson, who was acting like he was from a African country or an African tribe, a Hamite tribe? How they try to get you to think that you Negroes are from an African Hamite tribe. You're out there wearing damn bones in your noses and wearing skeleton dresses. What do they call this devil? What do they call this Caucasian? White devil. White devil. So when the Most High God tells you about these people, how wicked they are, and when we just read and learned that they use these plastics, these same plastics that will give you poison, this is the will and the way of a devil. A wicked person on this earth. So through the envy of the devil, death has come into our land. Death has come into our life. We no longer have that immortality. And he makes sure of it every damn time you go out and buy your food. You don't have it no more. Everything you do, this little Bluetooth in my ear when I'm speaking to you, well, like he said, cause radiation. What it's going to do later on, affect my brain. Lord, have mercy that it does not. This tablet giving off radiation, Lord, have mercy that it will not affect me. Even when I'm driving this goddamn tractor trailer, when I put on the AC, the chemicals, after a while, I have to turn it off because you can smell the damn chemicals out there, which give you cancer. This is how wicked these Caucasian people are. Let's get Deuteronomy 1 verse 1. But the Most High God warned us. He warned our ancestors about these things, but they didn't want to listen. They didn't want to listen. So now we have to deal with this. When you got a king, bring out Deuteronomy 1 verse 1.
God. There's the book of Deuteronomy in chapter 1 and verse 1. And it reads, "These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel on this side Jordan in the wilderness, in the plain over against the Red Sea, between Paran and Tafu and Laban and Hazarah and Disahed."
These be the words he spoke to our people. He didn't speak these words to nobody else. Nobody else is dying abundantly like we are. Nobody. Nobody is plotting on any other nation worse than they plot on us for 400 to 500 years since we've been here in so-called America. Our people are so blinded and so confused to where they want to mix in with these wicked people. And when you do that, you're pushing his what? You're pushing his will, his documentation, his people, his way of life on. This is what he wants you to do. This is what he wants to go on. He knows that his people is not producing the way that they should be. He knows that. So when I was speaking to a young brother today, a security guard, and I'm telling him because he finally, well, I can't say he finally, but the Most High have used him to ask me a question about these menorahs on my chest and this crown. All praise to the Most High God for Brother Lamach for this magnificent crown that he has created. Almost got me in trouble with this crown, man. Others like this crown is fire. I came in there stunting. No folly. But all praise to the brother. To the Most High for that brother. So he asked me about the menorahs and the crown with the fringes and the tinsel. So of course, through the Spirit of the Most High, I explained everything to him. Why were you wearing it? Like I tell him, it belongs to you. What is your nationality? He was a Benjamite. See, he didn't even know these things, but he was happy to receive the knowledge. And then once the Most High got me into that spirit of speaking and telling him the truth, guess what? I started speaking loudly to where everybody can hear. I don't care if they didn't want to hear it. I didn't care if they didn't want to ask me any questions, but I seen a lot of brothers and elders and sisters looking at me as I'm speaking and showing, proving who we are and what the hell is going on here. Let's get Deuteronomy chapter 30, verse 19.
There's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 30 and verse 19. I called heaven and earth to record this day against you, that I have set before you life and death, blessing and cursing. Therefore choose life, that both thou and thy seed may live.
Choose life, but our ancestors have not chosen life. They chose death. Wisdom of Solomon 2, verse 24. And through envy of the devil came death into the world. This is what our people love. They love the devil. They love him. Moses told you, choose life or choose death. Like I was telling a Benjamin, my brother, who's a security guard, like I was telling him, he was asking me, would you ever sleep with the other nations? I told him, hell no. I got 12 tribes of 12 beautiful women to choose from. They might be hard-headed, but the Most High God does not want to give the holy seed unto dogs. Do not give the holy seed unto dogs. Choose the life or choose death. Now, how many of our brothers out there, when the time comes, when that race war pop off, and they standing next to that dirty, dusty heathen, let's see how fast they turn on him. Same way as they turned on that brother, I forgot his name, the brother that was a soldier. And these two Edomites came up there and murdered him because he was jogging. He's fighting in your wars. They didn't give a damn. They still murdered the brother. Let's see how many of our brothers who are going to use their brains and stop dealing with the damn devil when that time comes. I bet you not near nada will come to the light. And if some do, it possibly might just be too late. Let's get Psalms chapter 82, verse 6 through 7. I mean, we have to wake up. Before we get that, Mighty King, give me Lamentations 5, verse 7. Let's get Lamentations 5, verse 7.
Lamentation chapter 5, verse 7. Our fathers have sinned and are not, and we have borne their iniquities.
Come. Our people did not choose life, they chosen death, and we have borne these iniquities. We gotta deal with this outside in the street. Walking out here, you see if people die. How many people died over the weekend? How many?
Come.
We have to deal with this constantly, over and over again. Let's get Malachi chapter 3, verse 6.
Come.
Now we're sitting here eating out of all these plastic food containers, like the brother just said, drinking out of all these plastic bottles and things, like he just said, warning us about. The Most High God could have been destroyed us. Bring that Malachi out.
Book of Malachi, chapter 3, verse 6. For I am the Lord, I change not. Therefore, ye sons of Jacob are not consumed.
We could have been consumed right now by eating all of this right now. How many of us still surviving to this day by the will of God? How many? How many of us, as you can see, the numbers is dwindling down. So it's not by us, it's by him who will it. It's by the Most High. It's because of him we are not consumed. We can still walk the street and still function day to day, even though it might not be as long as we wish it to be. But we know that when we come to him, we're a new creature. And he will protect you. Let's get that Psalm 62, verse 7 and 8. You must trust in the Most High. He is the only thing that's here that can save our people to this day. We see the wickedness what Esau is doing, what he's putting in our goddamn food, our containers, our aluminum foil, whatever the hell else he got for us out there to use. You see what these wicked people are doing. But yet, by the grace of the Most High God, Jacob, we are not consumed. When you got that, Mighty King, bring that out for me.
Come. There's the book of Psalms and chapter 82, starting at verse 6. I have said, ye are gods, and all of you are children of the Most High.
Slakia, Mighty King. Slakia. My bad. 62, 7 verse 8. Slakia for that.
The book of Psalms, chapter 62, and verse 7. And God is my salvation and my glory, the rock of my strength, and my refuge is in
Am I what?
God. Of my strength and my refuge is in God.
He is our refuge. We can only use what he wants us to use. We use his will, his power. We beg on him. We depend on him, and he got us. Otherwise, you wouldn't be out here on this station or this channel right now. You wouldn't be tuning in. You would be croaked over like one of those damn dead frogs or these dogs out here in the street right now. You would be finished. Read 8, Mighty King.
This is verse 8. And it reads, like it, wait a minute. Oh, yeah. This is verse 8, and it reads, trust in him at all times, ye people, pour out your heart before him. God is a refuge for us. Salah.
Trust in him at all times. At all times. This is your father. But you went against him. So what must he do? Chastise you. Let's get Deuteronomy 32, verse 39. He chastises you. When you want to go against the Most High God, better believe there's going to be something that's going to happen to you. If you think you're going to go against Yahweh and nothing will happen to you, you're a fool. You are a fool. Plain and simple. When you got that, King, bring that out.
Wait, Salakia, what scripture you wanted?
Deuteronomy 32, verse 39.
Khan. There's Deuteronomy chapter 32 and verse 9. For the Lord.
39.
39, 32, verse 39. See now that I, even I am he, and there is no God with me. I kill. And
what?
I kill.
What did he do?
I kill.
And he telling this to who? Our ancestors. To this day, he's letting you know in these scriptures, I kill. I'm the one who will destroy you, Jacob. I am the one who's doing these things to you because you're so damn hard-headed. Continue, Mighty King.
and I make alive. I wound, and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand.
So as we go back again to Psalms 62, verse 7 and 8, he is our refuge. He is our refuge. Nobody can deliver us out of his hand but him. Nobody. I don't care how many white presidents you go out there, you vote for. I don't care how you try to think, oh, I'm thinking like the society's thinking, I don't hate everybody. I don't do this. Let everybody live their life. Man, want to hear that garbage. Do the will of the Most High. All you children of Jacob, who cares what the other nation is doing? This is why he told you, Deuteronomy 7 verse 3, do not give your sons and daughters to the other nations, for they will turn your heart away from me. But what do you do? What do? You go right on ahead and walk around with these dirty damn dogs. Christ said, it's not meek of him to give the dogs the food of the children to the dogs. Do not give the food of the children to the dogs, but you do it every damn day. Every damn day. Let's get Sirach 25, verse 24. My people are so powerful and so stupid at the same time. When they see us out there speaking the word and we trying to talk to them, they get mad. Oh, don't talk to me that way. I don't like the way how you talking this way. That you're not real. Because if you was ever incarcerated, let's see how they talk to you then. You was ever out in the streets going against these people, let's see how you talk to them then. Let me hear you tell the turtles, don't talk to me that way. When they tell you, turn your stupid ass around, I don't want to see your face. Let me see you talk to the drill sergeants that way. But yet you get mad with the men of the Most High God. His children come out and tell you to your face that you're a fraud, you're a liar, you're a deceiver. Stop doing the stupid crap you're doing and follow his laws. You go like a little damn girl. You ready to fight us, but you won't put a damn hand on them. When you're ready, King, bring it up, bro.
You want to Sirach 25 or 24?
25, verse 24.
Khan, this is the book of Sirach, chapter 25 and verse 24. Of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die.
Because a lot of our beautiful women out there, a lot of them out there to this day right now, they got a lot of these idiotic men out there doing stupid things. Stupid things. I done seen my nephews run across the street to talk to a goddamn Eve who got weaved down on her damn behind with the same steak-ass tight black tights on, walking down the street thinking she's the bomb, diggity bomb. You look like every other whore out here walking the streets, not covering your ass up. And you got my little nephews chasing after you. They chasing after you. I'm just sitting there looking at the back like, look at this here. Is that right? Is that right? Chasing after this woman, and I bet you they will do whatever it is to take, whatever it takes to please this woman just to get in her damn drawers. Just to get in her drawers. Now, if she have any brothers, uncles, and nephews that's out there, if they was in the world, all this game making and garbage like that, and you did something wrong, guess what happened to you? Guess what happened to you? You can't tell me ain't nothing going to happen to you because I'm a father. I got 4 of them. Whenever something went wrong, I went out to whip that ass. Don't tell me nobody ain't going to do that. I even had nieces and nephews that would call me. Whenever they see me, they go into their little problems. Yo, cousin, I need you to come through and do this and do that. And I used to do it. Go out there and whip that ass. So don't tell me. Don't tell me that that's not happening to this day. Let's get Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 3, verse 1 through 6. This is why I keep telling you, mighty brothers and you beautiful sisters, it's an honor. It's an honor for us to be here for the Most High God, to have our eyes open. He didn't have to open our eyes. He didn't have to wake us up to this nonsense, this madness, this hellhole that we got to live because of our ancestors. Lamentation 5 verse 7. We could still be dumb, blind, deaf, out there doing the same damn thing. Some of you could still be out there wearing tights, showing your nice shape, your body out there, and got these derelict ass niggas out there chasing you every day. On the corner, chasing you every day, landing on your damn shoulder like a bird, like a hawk or an eagle, landing on you, starving. And at the same time, they don't have no damn respect for you. When you got that king, bring that out.
Khan, there's the Wisdom of Solomon. Where we at? Chapter 3 and verse 1. But the souls of the righteous are in the hand of God, and there shall no torment touch them. In the sight of the unwise they seem to die, and their departure is taken for misery, and their going from us to be utter destruction, but they are in peace. For though they be punished in the sight of men, yet is their hope full of immortality.
Salakia. Even though they see us out there preaching the word, they see our sisters dressed in beautiful, modest apparel, we get mocked constantly. Even though they see that, even though we still have to go through chastisement. Perfect example. Perfect example. I have this Benjamin brother who owed me $1,400 for working for him. But guess what? Before that, I found $1,400. Now, I could have gave it back to the brother that it belonged to, or I could have used it when I was poor. So there's a balance. This is what Cap constantly tell you all the time. There's a balance. So this is the reason why I never pursued the Benjamin brother for the $1,400 that I worked for. Why? The Most High God shown me that I gave you $1,400 that you could have took back to the other brother that lost it in his wallet, but you decided to use it. Fine, no problem. But now I gotta take $1,400 from you. Chastisement. And yet we be punished in the sight of the Most High God, yet my hope is still immortality. Why? Because I understand now. Everything I do, there's a balance. There's a good choice, there's a bad choice. And Lord willing, I don't make no more bad choices. Please, I hope I don't, because I don't want to lose that much ever again. So I hope there's never another bad choice that I ever make once again. But again, we must be chastised in front of him. We must be chastised to this world to show and prove that the hope, that the hope and the greatest gift of all that we're going to receive is immortality. Continue, King.
Khan, reading on. This is verse 5. And having been a little chastised, they shall be greatly rewarded. for God proved them and found them worthy for himself.
Salakia, look at that. Look at that. When you go through chastisement and you know what it's about, you're being proven for the Most High God. He's raising you to the man or the beautiful woman that he wants you to be. But you must be chastised first. You must go through this punishment. Read 6, mighty king.
Salakia. Yeah,
Come on.
Salakia. I was reading with the mute on. That's my fault.
Okay, no
Verse
problem,
6.
bro.
Huh?
Do your thing, king.
That tiredness from the plastic is hidden, King. Salakia.
Oh.
All right, no folly. Yeah, this is verse 6. As gold in the furnace had he tried them and received them as a burnt offering.
Look at that. Look at that. Just like I was explaining to the brother earlier who was security guard, the Benjamin earlier, I told him we have to go through these things. Doesn't the Caucasian, when he steals the gold from you, doesn't he purify it? It has to be melted. And he tells you, if a lot of you ever been to woodworking and dealing with metals, you know that they cannot have gold solid. It has to be mixed with some kind of what? Some kind of metal to make it sturdy. Because if you have, if you have 22 or 24 karat gold, it's going to bend easily. Dents will happen to it. Now, you mix that gold with a little bit of metal, it becomes more sturdier than that. Now, I can tell you the truth because, again, before all these things happened before me, I used to have a pair of fronts, was 18 karat gold. And even though it was 18 karat gold, right, still it had bite marks in it. Why? Because it's more gold than it was metal. And it used to bend constantly. Let's get 1 Samuel 15, 22, verse 23.
God.
Now, we all know, again, chastisement, the Most High God, sometimes when he chastises our people, he do it with death. This is why Moses told you, choose life or choose death. Now, we're going to show you how one of our kings rather choose death than choose life. So when you get a chance, King, bring that out. 1 Samuel chapter 15, verse 22, verse 23.
This is the book of 1 Samuel, chapter 15, and verse 22. And Samuel said, had the Lord as great delight in burnt offerings and sacrifices as in obeying the voice of the Lord. Behold, to obey is better than sacrifice, and to hearken than the fat of rams.
God, to obey is better than anything. Obey his laws. But yet the Christians tell you that they're dead constantly. Oh, I'll follow the laws of Christ. I'll follow the laws of Jesus Christ. But who did he work for? So those laws is not his. The laws of who? His Father. He constantly tells you, Christians, this, my doctrine is not mine, but of him, of the will of him that sent me. But how stupid do they get it in their mind? How stupid are our people? They don't want to do those laws. They don't want to do it. As much as we constantly tell them about the laws, they don't want to do it. They don't want to follow the will of the Most High God, Yahweh. So guess what? Off with that goddamn heads. Off with their heads. Deuteronomy 32, verse 39. See now that I am he. I kill and I heal. He's the one who does that. You want to follow my commandments? I got you. I got you. Now, I done drove through Sunday, riding through on my little scooter, and you got the Christian church come out. Now, I did it on purpose. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not even gonna lie. I rode to there on purpose. The whole purple garment, the lion on, Nora's hanging, got the crown on. The sisters and the brothers, they all looking at me like, oh, wow, what is that? Not there one of them would ask me a question about that. Not one. And I made sure I rolled through there because I was starving. I was starving for the will of the Most High God. Please let one of them ask me a question. I'm going to let them have it by the Spirit of the Most High God, Yahweh. And they would not. But let us continue. 1 Samuel 16, verse 14 through 15. They would not answer. Because they're stuck under that witchcraft. Like he said, like Samuel said, it's better to obey the Lord and they give him sacrifices. So you in church doing all these wicked sacrifices and you're not obeying the Lord. So when you see someone who's trying to obey the Lord, guess what? You shy away from it. Our spirits is like two magnets. One is A, one is B. It's button heads. It repels. It pushes away. When you get a chance, King, bring that out.
Read the next verse.
Now, 1 Samuel 16, verse 14 to 15.
Come on. There's the book of 1 Samuel, chapter 16 and verse 14. But the Spirit of the Lord departed from Saul. An evil spirit from the Lord troubled him. And Saul,
Salakia, Mighty King. All praise to the Most High. You see? You see that? When these Christians, they want to ask you a question, when they see you walking down the street with all your modest apparel and all your warlike glory apparel, when they see you walking down the street, they don't want to ask no questions. Why? Because there is an evil spirit that's upon you. There's that spirit that's upon them, where they got to dance in the gathering of church, shaking their head, looking like they possessed out there. I mean, looking ridiculous. So now you know they have a spirit that's on them, a wicked spirit, the same spirit he might put upon Saul. You never even know. But let's really continue to find out.
Keep going.
Come on, King.
This verse 15 of 1 Samuel chapter 16, verse 15. And Saul's servant said unto him, Behold now, an evil spirit from God troubleth thee.
Salakia, from who?
From God.
Now, I thought Satan gave out these spirits.
From God.
An evil spirit from God. He put that spirit on him because he did not want to follow what he said. Obedience is better than sacrifice. Since our people don't want to follow his word, when we constantly tell them in the churches, stop doing that, follow the laws of the Most High God. No, but I'll follow the laws of Christ. He only said we got to follow 3 laws. And you must believe be ridiculously, insanely under some kind of witchcraft spell. You must be. Because nowhere in the scripture Christ said that the laws was done away with. And when they try to pull out the John 3:16 that he says is done or he's finished, you try to bring that out and you bring out Acts 3 verse 18, they got that look on their face like, oh, don't look at me like that. Read the book. Read the book. You said it was finished, but it tells you here that he fulfilled what he came to do. And what he came to do is suffer for his people. Read that again, King, from the top.
This First Samuel chapter 16 and verse 15. And Saul's servants said unto him, Behold now, an evil spirit from God troubleth thee.
An evil spirit from God troubleth him. Deuteronomy 29, verse 32. The Lord is going to send these things upon you when you don't want to listen. Let's get 1 Samuel 28, 9 through 20. Because this is going to be a lot of people right here. When Christ tells you, I never knew you, depart from me. This is going to be a lot of people right here. And I pray and I hope it will never be me or mine. I hope it will never be the house of Israel. Hell, I hope it will never be none of the Israelite camps out there. But you got a few of them that are just too damn proud with themselves. Too damn prideful. You want to go against your own damn brother? You want to worry about who camp spot it is? You want to do all this other dumb nonsense? Move your ass somewhere else. Go somewhere else. It ain't that damn hard to do something. You can sit up there and wait till after they're finished and continue. Bring in more. But you want to do it at the same time they're doing it. At the same time they're doing it. Like I said, a lot of our brothers want to provoke other brothers. And I can't say that I still don't love those brothers. I still don't like those brothers. I still watch them brothers to this day. But when we was out there and they constantly kept walking past our cameras, walking through our cameras, that showed me their arrogance, the level of respect, and they claim they got for our people, for the other brothers out there doing the will, doing the work. They don't have no respect, none at all. And the Most High God exposed them. And I'm glad he never sent me there. I am thankful I didn't go there. You got the nerve to walk past your brothers out there and we doing the work, the same work you're doing. You don't want to salute none of your brothers, but you want your brothers to respect you. You want them to respect you, but you don't respect us. You better pray and hold him. This is what he's telling you. When you got a king, bring that out.
Read the next verse.
Now, 1 Samuel 28, 9 through 20.
Khan, I just read verse. Oh, it's like it. Oh, okay. This the book of First Samuel, chapter 28, and verse 9. And the woman said unto him, Behold, thou knowest what Saul had done, how he had cut off those that have familiar spirits, and the wizard out of the land. Wherefore then layest thou a snare for my life to cause me to die?
Continue.
And Saul sware to her by the Lord, saying, As the Lord liveth, there shall no punishment happen to thee for this thing. Then said the woman, Whom shall I bring up unto thee? And he said, Bring me up Saul, Salakia, bring me up Samuel. And
Salakia.
Gone.
Now, see, this is what happened again, because again, this mighty brother, one of the mightiest brothers in the land, same thing as the camp, one of the mightiest brothers in the land goes off completely, constantly disobeying the word of the Most High God. Constantly doing it. So like I said, those camps out there that's doing such a thing, you better hope the Most High God don't send a prophet to tell you such a thing as this. Continue, King.
Come. This is verse 12. And when the woman saw Samuel, she cried with a loud voice, and the woman spake to Saul, saying, Why hast thou deceived me? For thou art Saul.
Continue.
And the king said unto her, Be not afraid, for what sawest thou? And the woman said unto Saul, I saw gods ascending out of the earth. And he said unto her, What form is he of? And she said, An old man cometh, and he is covered with a mantle. And Saul perceived that it was Samuel, and he stooped with his face to the ground and bowed himself.
Shalakia. Once again, this brother is going off because you disobeying the voice of the Most High God. You disobeying the voice of the Most High God. And when the Most High God gets tired of you disobeying his voice, guess what? Deuteronomy 32 and 39. So like I said, these brothers out there, you want to fight against your own brother? You want to argue with your own camp brother? You want to argue with the other camps? You better pray and hope the Most High God don't say these things to you. Continue, King.
Come on, reading on. This is verse 15. And Samuel said to Saul, Why hast thou disquieted me to bring me up? And Saul answered, I am sore distressed, for the Philistines make war against me, and God is departed from me, and answered me no more, neither by prophets, nor by dreams. Therefore I have called thee, that thou mayest make known unto me what I shall do.
Salakia. Now you heard what he just said? God is departed from me. He left me. No more wisdom of the Most High. You can't see what's going on out there anymore. Now your brain is all clogged up like these Christians because your pride has taken over. You better pray and hope the Most High never tell you these words. You still got time to repent. Salakia. Continue reading on, Mighty King.
God. This is verse 16. Then said Samuel, Wherefore then doest thou ask of me, seeing the Lord is departed from me, and is become thine enemy?
Salakia. Now the Most High has become your enemy. Now he's become your enemy. So he's telling him, what the heck can I do? There's nothing I can do that the Most High God has now become your enemy. What do you want me to do? I was dead. You brought me back. You asked in my spirit. What the hell you want me to do? What can I do? I can't convince Yahweh to tell you no. I mean, I can't convince Yahweh not to do what he wants to do to you. He gave you the spirit and he take it away. So once again, you better hold that pride. You drop that prideful look, that prideful act against your brothers, and you better pray and hope the Most High God don't say these things to you. Continue, King.
God. Verse 17. And the Lord had done to him as he spake by me, for the Lord had rent the kingdom out of thine hand, and given it to thy neighbor, even to David.
Continue.
Verse 18, because thou obeyest not the voice of the Lord, nor executed his fierce wrath upon Amalek. Therefore had the Lord done this thing unto thee this day.
Continue.
But moreover, the Lord will also deliver Israel with thee into the hand of the Philistine, and tomorrow shalt thou and thy sons be with me. And the Lord,
Salakia. What did he say was going to happen to him and his sons?
And tomorrow shalt thou and thy sons be with me.
He said, tomorrow you and your sons will be with me. Where did he get Samuel from? From the dead. Tomorrow you and your sons will be with me. Man, all praise to the Most High God for his magnificent son. Thank you for his knowledge. And I pray that these brothers repent and don't have that prideful spirit on you. Because if you do, as you read here, the Most High God take it away. And the way how he do it with our people, you push him to the point, he's going to take you out, period. Forget blowing a candle out, he's going to break it in pieces. Your menorah chain is going to be sitting and laying on the floor in the dirt, broken in pieces. Your crown going to be trampled or stomped on because it's going to be nothing but dirt and dust. Read that verse again, mighty king.
This is verse 18. Because thou,
Slakia, 19.
oh, Slakia, verse 19. Moreover, the Lord will also deliver Israel with thee into the hand of thy Philistine, and tomorrow shalt thou and thy sons be with me. The Lord also shall deliver the host of Israel into the hand of the Philistine.
Continue.
This is verse 20. Then Saul fell straightway all along on the earth, and was sore afraid because
And was what?
Was sore afraid.
You can't tell me that man's heart and Salakia, no folly, that man's heart and his balls drop. You can't tell me that. You can't tell me when he heard those words from the Most High God has sent through his servant Samuel. You can't tell me that all his courage left him. This man knew what was about to happen. He was about to die. So he fell straightway on the earth, all on the side of it. He didn't want to get up. He just laid there. He just laid there. Because you just doomed yourself and you doomed your kids. That's Exodus chapter 20, verse 5 and 6. Read that again one more time, mighty king, verse 20.
Come, this verse 20. And then Saul fell straightway all along on the earth, and was sore afraid because of the words of Samuel. And there was no strength in him, for he had eaten no bread all the day, nor all the night.
There was no strength from him. Scared to death because he knew when the Most High God leaves you, when he leaves you for good, it's death unto you. Deuteronomy 32, verse 39. This is why it's always good to obey the voice of the Most High. You don't want to hear those words. You don't want to hear those words. Let's get 1 Samuel 29, verse 3 and 4. Let's show you that these other nations, no matter what, was always angry when the other nations brought us with them. They didn't want our peoples with them at all. They never did want to mingle with you at all. Never did, even from back then. So what makes you think that these Hindus out here, these so-called Arabs out here, and even some of these so-called Caucasians out here want to mix with you now? This is why they send they sloppy ones out there, the one they don't give a damn about. Big, fat, sloppy, nasty looking Edomites out there, and you go and wipe these nasty people. Oh, I get benefits when I'm with this one. I get benefits. What kind of damn benefits you get? Because you ain't getting no benefits. They even cut down on her white privileges because she's dealing with you. But this is how stupid our people are. You rather lower yourself and deal with a nasty, fat, sloppy Edomite and then deal with your own damn people. This is how selfish you are. You're only thinking about yourself because, again, if you think about your nation, like how Moses did, was thinking about his nation, if you truly love God and love Christ, you would be doing what they told you to do. Christ suffered for his people, not for the other nations. When will you? When you get a chance, can you bring that out?
Con. You asked for 1 Samuel chapter 29, right?
Come. Read verse 4. 3 and 4.
Con. 1 Samuel chapter 29, verse 3. Then said the princes of the Philistines, what do these Hebrews hear? What do these Hebrews hear? And Ashes said unto the princes of the Philistines, is not this David, the servant of Saul, the king of Israel, which have been with me these days or these years, and I have found no fault in him since he fell unto me this day.
So you got some that still would want to deal with you, but the other nation said, la. The main nation to this day is like, la, we ain't dealing with these damn Hebrews. We're going to keep them under our foot. Because if they was dealing with you, they wouldn't put all these goddamn Chinese people with their Chinese stores in your neighborhoods, giving them liquor stores that you could have. They won't be giving them these Chinese food spots or these supermarkets, which you could be owning. They wouldn't be doing all that. You would have that. But guess what? When you go and do some more extensive searching, you find out that they purposely put them here in your neighborhood to stop black wealth. Purposely. When these Arabs come from a different goddamn country over here and only been here for 1 month, and they got that corner store that you wanted to get, and you was raised here, then you understand. It was put here for a reason. These people don't love your black ass. They always had a perpetual hatred for you. They don't want you to rise to be nothing but slaves and dummies. Continue, King.
Reading on this verse 4. And the princes of the Philistines were wroth with him. And the princes of the Philistines, they were wroth with him.
They didn't want to hear nothing about any Hebrews riding with them. Same thing as today. Same thing as today. You tell me what Philistine out there likes to be around you. What Philistine out here that you go and get your hair braided from, or you go and buy their African booty scratching hair, which Philistine out there today is around you and chilling with you to this day? Which one? Which one had that love for you? I'm in the hood constantly. I don't see none of that love. None of that. But don't worry, Philistines. The feeling is mutual. Let's get let's get 1 Samuel 31, verse 1 through 6.
Now
we're going to get on these lying Amalekites. Lying Amalek. They lied to this day, and they was lying back then. But as you can see, this is the fate that's going to happen to them. The Most High God shows us this. This is why he said history is going to repeat itself. Constantly. You lied back then when you claimed you destroyed the anointed. And guess what the king told them to do to you? Saying that it's going to happen again. You lied and you try to put your hands on his anointed. And you just recently admitted to Sakari that you had parts of slavery, which we already knew you did. We already knew you did. And you lied. No, I ain't had nothing to do with that. You're a liar. You will know that's a perpetual lie. But we're going to show you what the Most High God does to liars like you. Bring it out, Mighty King.
There's the book of 1 Samuel, chapter 31 and verse 1. Now the Philistines fought against Israel, and the men of Israel fled from before the Philistines and fell down slain in Mount Gilboa. And the Philistines followed hard upon Saul and upon his sons. And the Philistines slew Jonathan and Abinadab and Meshua, Saul's sons.
Continue.
And the battle went sore against Saul, and the archers hit him, and he was sore wounded of the archers. Then said Saul unto his armor bearer, draw thy sword and thrust me through therewith, lest these uncircumcised come and thrust me through and abuse me. But his armor bearer would not, for he was sore afraid. Therefore Saul took a sword and fell upon it.
Continue.
And when his armor bearer saw that Saul was dead, he fell likewise upon his sword and died with him. So Saul died.
As you go to verse 4, Saul tells you these uncircumcised, they would come and thrust him through, and they would abuse him. They would abuse his dead body. Who knows what the heck that these people will be doing out there? If these people out there, these Philistines, drink goddamn cow's blood and say it's nutrients, if they drink that and say it's nutrients, imagine what else they do to a dead body. Now, isn't that one of the so-called sacrifices or rituals you have to do when joining the so-called Illuminati or the elites when you become one of their devil worshippers? Sometimes we gotta listen to what these rappers be saying. I remember DMX saying something like that. I got blood on my, because I had sex with a corpse. Let's bring on number 6.
Salakia. They got a name for that, but I forgot what it's called. People that have sex with dead.
Necrophiliac.
There you go.
Look at that.
The water.
Got a damn name for that. This is show.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, King, let's go to 2 Samuel chapter 1, and we're going to read the 16.
The 2 Samuel chapter 1. And 1 in verse what?
Verse 1 through 16.
There's verse 1 in chapter 1 and verse 1. Now it came to pass after the death of Saul, when David was returned from the slaughter of the Amalekites, and David had abode 2 days in Ziklag. It came even to pass on the 3rd day that, behold, a man came out of the camp from Saul with his clothes rent and earth upon his head. And so it was, when he came to David, that he fell to the earth and did obeisance.
Salakia. As you can see, these got the Amalekites, they're like cockroaches, man. They're like cockroaches. All through the scriptures, he tells you about how we destroyed them, but yet they just keep coming back. These damn roaches keep coming back. And it's like right now, these roaches right now are hard to kill. Rain can't even stop these roaches right now. I'm like, yo, what the heck is this? As he reading this, I see that now David just came back from destroying some Amalekites, but yet you got another one coming all up and down from the wall. Where the hell you coming from? Where are these damn roaches coming from? But let us continue, King. He was on 3. Talaki King might be on mute again.
Yaki, you there?
Right. Khan.
Yeah, you call sign?
Khan, continue on 3.
Okay, Khan. Here we are. There's verse 3. And David said unto him, From whence comest thou? And he said unto him, Out of the camp of Israel am I escaped. And David said unto him, How went the matter? I pray thee, tell me. And he answered, That the people are fled from the battle, and many of the people also are fallen and dead. And Saul and Jonathan his son are dead also. And David said unto the young man that told him, How knowest thou that Saul and Jonathan his son be dead? And the young man that told him said, As I happened by chance upon Mount Gilboa, behold, Saul leaned upon his spear, and lo, the chariots and horsemen followed hard after him. And when he looked behind me, he saw me and called unto me, and I answered, Here I am. And he said unto me, Who art thou? And I answered him, I am an Amalekite. And he said unto me again, Stand, I pray thee, upon me, and slay me, for anguish is come upon me, because my life is yet whole in me. So I stood upon him and slew him, because I was sure that he could not live after that he was fallen. And I took the crown that was upon his head, and the bracelet that was on his arm, and have brought them hither unto my Lord.
Now, you just see how this lion Amalekite just said he slew Paul. We just read in 31 that Paul killed himself. Saul killed himself. We just read that. He fell upon his own sword, and so did his Paul, and so did his armor bearer. Fell upon his own sword also. The same lying people to this day that lie and say they are the true Jews when they are not. The synagogue of Satan. But let's see what's going to be their fate. Because you are the children of Esau. And I don't think you're going to be around that long either more. The Most High has a judgment just for you. The same judgment from before, it's going to be the same judgment now. So let us continue.
Read on.
Gone.
Verse 11, Then David took hold on his clothes and rent them, and likewise all the men that were with him. And they mourned and wept and fasted until even for Saul and for Jonathan his son, and for the people of the Lord, and for the house of Israel, because they were fallen by the sword. And David said unto the young man that told him, Whence art thou? And he answered, I am the son of a stranger, an Amalekite. And David said unto him, How wast thou not afraid to stretch forth thine hand to destroy the Lord's anointed? And David called one of the young men and said, Go near and fall upon him. And he smote him that he died.
Come on. David... Salaki, okay? You see this? You see this? So you actually sat out there and lied and said that you killed his anointed and you got your head popped off. You got your head popped off. The same lying people to this day. You lying and telling people that you are the true Jews. You on Facebook out here telling people, oh, these black West Africans think they are Jews. Oh, they culture vultures. Why everybody trying to be us when you are the ones who are trying to be us? You are the ones who continue to lie and say that you are the children of God. But guess what? Just like your ancestor here, this Amalekite got his top popped off, so will your top get popped off. And I'm glad we read this because, again, it tells you of the stranger. This is the same stranger that's going to be grabbing on your coattails in Isaiah 14, verse 1 and 2. The same stranger. Not the stranger that the Most High God tells you to bless, because that stranger is who? The northern kingdom. The ones who don't follow the laws of the Most High God. The ones who don't remember exactly who they are. And when we tell them, they still turn away, just like they did back then. This is why we constantly keep telling that there's two strangers out there. Strangers are our tribal brothers, and then you got the strangers who are going to cling to us, and we're going to what? Rule over our oppressors. How come they can't get that in their mind? The scriptures clearly tells you about that, Isaiah 14, 1 verse 2, that you're going to rule over these strangers that oppress you. When did the northern kingdom oppress us? How does the Bible contradict itself? The Bible never contradicts itself. It's man that contradicts the Bible. Now, I'm going to wind it down. It's 11 o'clock. Brothers got to get to sleep. And so do I for this goddamn job. Man, I hate this land of Esau, man. I tell you. I can't stand it. Let's get Wisdom of Solomon, verse 8. And then I'm going to end it with Psalms 15, 1 through 5. Let's get Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 3, verse 8. We're going to also read 9. Tom.
There's Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 3, verse 8. They shall judge the nation and have dominion over the people, and their Lord shall reign forever.
See, Slakia, this is another precept you could throw to Isaiah 14, 1 and 2. Because he's telling you right here that you shall judge the nations and have dominion over the people, and the Lord shall reign forever. This also goes with Revelation. So I mean, how many more precepts must we have to bring out to show our people that the scriptures is true and that we are his children? And what's going to happen to everybody else that ruled over us, that oppressed us? How many times? How many times we got to bring out a precept? And the new thing right now that the Christians want and they're doing is trying to tell our people, when you come and have a debate with me, you can't use the Apocrypha. I don't believe in the Apocrypha. You even got some Muslim brothers out there talking about some goddamn Barnabas who was with Jesus, that he wrote a Bible about Jesus, and Jesus is not who he's supposed to be. These are the things we got to go through every day. This is what we got to fight through. But we got to stay strong. Because again, like he said here, we shall judge the nations, and we shall have dominion over the people, and their Lord shall reign over us forever. Our Lord, Yahushua. And who was his father? Yahweh. Our big brother and our heavenly Father. We hope for that immortality. We want to be immortal just like them. So we must continue to do what he said. Obedience is better than anything else. Something Saul, our great ancestor, forgot to do. Let's get these last two. Read verse 9, King.
Come. This is verse 9. They that put their trust in him shall understand the truth, and such as be faithful in love shall abide with him. For grace and mercy is to his saints, and he had care for his elect.
Man, I thought his grace and mercy was for everybody.
It's for his elect.
And constantly we tell our people this, and they still want to fight and still want to stomp and dance and jump around like a chicken with his head cut off with this Christianity garbage. You disobey the will of the Most High God. You don't follow his laws. You eating shrimp, crab, lobster, pork, everything else out that you're eating, and you think that you're going to be forgiven for that? I just gave you an example how I had to pay for it. I had to pay $1,400 there, $1,400 out of my pocket. I had to pay chastisement. It's a balance. And you think you're going to get away from me, get away from him, and you're still eating shrimp, crab, and lobster right now to this day, you Christians? Oh my gosh. Even Islam tells you you can eat pork and that's the last thing on this earth. I'm like, what? Let's get the last one here, King. We're going to get Psalms chapter 15, verse 1 through 5. And that should be it for us for the night.
Okay. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 15 and verse 1 you want?
1 through 5.
This is verse 1. A psalm of David. Lord, who shall abide in thy tabernacle? Who shall dwell in thy holy hill? He that walketh uprightly and worketh righteousness and speaketh the truth in his heart. He that backbiteth not with his tongue, nor doeth evil to his neighbor, nor taketh up a reproach against his neighbor, in whose eyes a vile person is contemned. But he honoreth them that fear the Lord. He that sweareth to his own hurt and changeth not. He that putteth not out his money to usury, nor taketh reward against the innocent. He that doeth these things shall never be moved.
And whoever follows the will of the Most High God, this is his will here. He who doeth these things shall never be moved. Never. That means you're going to be here forever. All praise to the Most High God, Yahweh, by way of his magnificent Son, my Savior, my big brother, Yahweh Shah. Kwam Yasharala! Roar for your God, Yahweh.
Oh,
God.
Get my shack out. Beautiful lesson again, King. It had to be the crown, brother. That crown got spiritual powers.
It's from the Most High, man. I hope he keep it on me. I wish he never take it away from me. Never.
God. All praises, man. Praise Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Any comments?
Salakia.
Go ahead, King.
Yeah, I would like to bring out a quick little clipping or article from yesterday was Memorial Day. Another pagan day. And I just wanted to bring out some of the Most High judgment that happened on our people, man.
Oh, man.
How can I send you the link? Through...
Yeah, just tell me it.
All right, through the messenger?
Yeah. Matter of fact. Right. And a quick reminder, For anyone that's in Houston, Texas, Elder Tarot and HOI Houston will be having an HOI Houston breaking ground on June 3rd. June 3rd, which will be this Saturday, 3 p.m. They getting the flyer ready and everything, and y'all get the location. El Tarot gonna be having a breaking ground June 3rd. Houston, Texas, man. Yeah, Houston, Texas, man.
You about to set it on fire.
Yeah, like that quote, man. Houston, we got a problem.
Yes, indeed.
Houston, y'all got a problem. Real quick. Hopefully, brothers and sisters was edified. All praises, man. Just definitely keep it like this same format. Tuesday class, I ain't sharper to find quick quiz or questions or just things to inform people on. Like Shemaiah did today as well. Beautiful job teaching about the plastics, right? And the different types. Man, we need the Lord, man.
King.
I don't even need to bring a scripture out, Doc. We just need the Lord. You don't have to order stuff the brother done went through. The different, the type of plastics, number 1 through I think 7 to 8, and you like, damn. And you're afraid, you like, damn, I don't want to cook no more right now. I'm just gonna have to shit. Like, damn. Damn, we really in captivity. Right.
Look at this.
Right.
I just bought some plastic to take some food with me. I'm like, right. I don't know. I want to use that now.
Yeah. You like, damn, we really, like, the more you know, the more you like, yo, we really in captivity. Like, this devil is the devil. He's the super devil. A cunning hunter, man.
For real.
He'll try to hunt a lion, so what he'll do? He'll poison the lion's food source. He'll try to kill a buffalo or ox. What he'll do? He'll poison the damn grass, whatever their food source is. So he won't even attack them. He'll attack their food sources. Well, they gotta eat, and it weakens their body. It weakens everything, and then he could just take them down easily. This damn devil. But you're here all day. Let me show this article real quick, guy. Joshua was talking about.
It's lucky, real quick. Just in case you're a lazy person, you don't like washing dishes, you're gonna go ahead and rack up on them plastic spoons, forks, and plates and all that, man. And then to make it easier for people, you could find that thing in your local discount store for $1.99. You know what I'm saying? But go ahead, bring it out.
All right, so this is the one he was talking about, the article, 9 injured, including children, and Memorial Day shooting near a beach in Holiday, Florida. It's the Memorial Day shooting.
5 through 65. Right now, there's one
people
who
were
is in
injured
surgery,
Monday
and
evening,
the
and
rest
gunfire
of the victims are
beach
stable at
boardwalk
this
in
point.
Hollywood.
We do have one person
there was a lot of
interest
shootings on Memorial
detained,
Day.
and right now we're also searching for an additional suspect.
Let me show y'all this one. Hold on. What is it? Here we go. Look at this one. This is what happened in Chicago. All right.
How many?
This shooting this weekend, 53 shot, 11 fatal in Memorial Day weekend. Gun violence across the city. Look at this one. At least 16 dead, dozens injured in shooting across the U.S. on Memorial Day weekend. But 53 shot. This is only Chicago. So, and then they had some in what do you have some in Jersey? Yeah, here we go. Philadelphia gun violence, deadly double shootings. The violence starts on Memorial Day weekend. Double shootings erupt as Memorial Day weekend begins. So yeah, a lot of judgment, man. A lot of judgment. So Definitely been nonstop. But we just keep on pushing, man. You know, we just keep on pushing, family. So once again, June 3rd, we'll be putting out the flyers shortly. And then also as well, let me show this one real quick. Oh yeah, they put it out already. It's the flyer for preparation for July 4th. Give y'all a heads up on it. Preparation for July 4th. So can y'all see the screen?
Con.
It's the July 4th Unity Rebuke Camp, the annual Unity Rebuke Camp every July 4th. It's going to be wild, I'll say. Like Trump says, it's going to be wild. And you notice the last captivity with having America as the dumbest president, the dollar collapsing, right? The debt ceiling, I think is what, June 1st? They said like the dollar's gonna collapse and the ceiling debt, and they trying to raise it up. And then June 1st is also the LGBT day. So most high will we get to rebuke that. And Lord willing, we're gonna have Elder Torah for the Thursday class this week. Most high will. We're having for the Thursday class this week. All right. That's basically it on that. No. All praise Yahweh Shemel Shad. No, the Iron Sharper Divine Tuesday. And MIYACHAAHLAH can close it out, King.
Gone. All praise to the Most High God, Yahweh. We'd like to give brothers a few minutes. Turn to the east. We get ended with the Lord's Paleo Hebrew. I pray He always make me say it right. God. Man. Another day in this captivity, y'all. We gotta survive. We must survive. Real. Hashem Mashiach Yahushua. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kadash, Haya, Shemka, Yahweh, Malafaka, Dabash, Arazaka, Haya, Isha, Bashamayim, Natanawa, Lakam, Kayawam, Basalach Nawa, Habawaf Nawa, Kasalach Dayanawa, Bala, Dayabanawa, Basanaya Wan, Abba, Hawashi Nawa, Mayan, Rai, Laka, Kaya, Habalach, Wach, Bahala, Bahata Paraf, Layam,
Con.
Yeah, every time I hear MIYACHAAHLAH bring the Lord's Prayer, man, I got to go back to my Hebrew booklet and try to pronounce the words myself now. Am I saying it right?
I pray. I hope I'm saying it right.
Hebrew. That man speaking ancient Hebrew, goddamn.
I pray. I hope I'm saying it right. I'm pronouncing it right. I gotta go back and study your tapes.
Yeah, that man speaking ancient Hebrew, goddamn it. Shit. No wonder why they had to kill Stephen, man. He was speaking to them in Hebrew, and they said, "Oh no, we're not going for this, damn it." It's different, man. Yeah, that Hebrew language, man, that power is different.
Recording stopped.
Yo, Kings. It was getting late for me. I gotta get my butt out of here and get ready. You know, back to the plantation.
Gone. All right. So with that, all praise Yahweh Shai. HOI, let's continue to push forward, Israel. Continue to endure. Stay consistent. You know, it's not easy, but, you know, there's a war of attrition. It's never how you start, it's how you finish. Stay humble, stay diligent. And
Con.
We'll be back to Thursday, as you would say. I'm about to say mañana. But yeah, we will be back mañana too, because, you know, Wisdom Wednesday as well.
Con.
HOI Philly. Well, Philly in the building.
Camp as well.
Huh? Oh yeah, camp as well too. Con.
God.
That's indoor, man. We almost out of here, man.
For real.
Fighting stupid as hell. Yeah.
Damn, man. I don't even know I want to use this plastic anymore.